message from the management: eating or drinking while watching these videos is not advised. You do this at your own risk. And please don't come running to me when you snot coke all over your computer screen. Hi guys, welcome back to Exposed, and if I'm welcoming you back and you like it here, I'd love it if you stayed and subbed, and I still haven't got this organised before I started. Not that you'll probably see what I'm talking about. There. Every part of my body wants to start with my thoughts on life, money, family and protecting my peace, followed by I'm over it. I so want to do those two, but I'm going to do the I wish I knew thing, because that's the next one in line, and I was curious to know how stupid she was to go ahead with shit before she even knew what it was going to do to her or whatever. So I want to watch that one. If it's really bad, I'll put it on double speed. We can jump the Friday haul, can't we, and the designer energy, and then get to that one, and then I'll go back. We'll see. Right, shall we jump in?
So today we're going to do a little bit of a different...
She's already on double speed. Shall I leave her there? Would anyone notice?
So today we're going to do a little bit of a different Women's Wellness Wednesday. I remember what I even call it now. And
No, you did about 4 of them, so it isn't a thing, so stop making it out to be something it isn't. And 2, why do you never fucking say hello anymore? What we're going to do today? Yes, miss?
it's going to be concerning the different skin cares and the different procedures that I have been doing these last couple of months. But I wanted to kind of pump the brakes a little bit and go through some things that I want you to know, some different experiences that I've had while doing these things. I wouldn't say mistakes that I've made.
Say mistakes, Lisa. See, that's the narc in you. You can't admit when you fuck up. Oh, I wouldn't say mistakes. No, what should we call them? Fuck ups?
But some things I would do differently. Luckily, I haven't really done anything that I regret, but there are a lot of things that I would do differently. And I want to be someone who gives you really good, practical, girlfriend, girl-to-girl information.
How can you give girl-to-girl practical information when you can't even say the fucking word? See, Lisa, you should have researched everything before you did anything. But of course you can't do that because you're fucking bullheaded. So you go in 100 miles an hour, full steam ahead. I want it done and I want it done now. And then you sit there 2 weeks after and go, oh, I'm really sore and it hurts and I'm itchy. Why did I do this?
I don't want to come on here and promote these things because I think that leads to some of the issues that I have.
So why even do this video then? Why even mention that you were getting all this shit done? You could have just said, I'm doing some work, and that'd been the end of it. But no, oh my God, oh guys, I can't wait to show you the results. And now all of a sudden you're fucking backpedaling.
Kind of gone through. So I've made notes here on my phone. I had a little bit of anxiety last night, even thinking about doing this video. It's Wednesday morning and I'm going to get this edited and post it tonight. And one of the things we'll talk about for sure, I want to be my best self and I want to be my best self for you. And I want to give you the best information that I can. And sometimes it's hard. And we'll go into that. I need to just get on with the video. Okay, I am wearing just another lame...
I don't care what you're wearing. And can you really, please, Lisa, put your tits away? You're nearly a fucking grandmother.
I started out, I wanted to wear this little outfit It's just like the Amazon ones that I showed you. I'll put that video in here. I had ordered it from Skims. Okay, the top is better because it has a shelf bra in it. But the bottoms were just as see-through, just as unforgiving as the cheap Amazon ones. I took them immediately off and gave them to Brooke. She's upstairs with Lola.
Right, so you want your daughter walking around in see-through leggings, do you? If they were that bad, they should have gone back to the fucking shop. You want your child walking around in pornographic clothes in this day and age, do you? I give up with you, I really do.
And I just put on my hoodie from Aritzia because I love it, and it's cold in here. Okay.
Oh, not because I need to cover my fucking tits up to do a video that's going out to the public. Because it's cold in here. Ooh. God, if this one's pissing me off, what are the others going to do?
So today, the lip combo I'm wearing is a little different, so I thought I would share it with you.
Don't care!
Bordeaux. So this is the one, it's still got a pink tone. I was inspired by and did as close as I could to Tom Ford Nude Vanilla. And so, I'll just have to wipe this off. So here is my lip, but what I did differently today is I put it on like this. Now you will have
nothing. Absolutely nothing in there, is there? We don't care how you put it on. We're not the least bit fucking interested, Lisa. Go talk to your mate Chat. And when you're done talking, then come and do a video. Because you're giving us information that we don't fucking want. And you're talking absolute bollocks as usual.
I have to go like that so that I can get in those lip lines. And I did put my lip liner on first. Is this? Okay, I thought I had switched up lip liners and lipsticks, but this is the iconic nude combo. So this is Entrepreneur. This is as close as I could get to not only Lancome Ideal, but the nude sandals that I did. Not nude sandals. What is the one that I just did with Christian Audet?
She can't even fucking remember. I did. Where are we, folks? 3 minutes. God, I haven't missed you at all, Lisa. Sorry, I'm listening to the song in my head and trying to think who sings it. If I can put it in without getting dinged and told it won't be shown in 95,000 countries, I will stick it in.
That, man, my memory. I'll put it down below. But this is as close as I could get there. And I even used this lighter because this is the one that is the most just not cool tone, not warm, just kind of neutral brown. And then, okay, so you figure that's doing that. And I did it real lightly, probably even lighter than that. And then I've got to go get my gloss. Okay, I was looking all over for this and I found it.
All you have to do is say, I put whatever fucking gloss over it. Jeez Louise. You have no life, do you, Lisa? None. Nothing happens in your day, does it? The highlight your fucking day is putting your lipstick on differently. Good gravy.
It in my pocket. I put it in my pocket so I wouldn't forget it. Okay, this is the Dior gloss. It's my favorite one, and I believe it's called Shimmering Rose. Okay, I would wear this just like it is, but I understand for a lot of you it might be too nudie. But if you take this,
fuck's sake, nobody puts
put it
gloss
across the
on
top,
like that.
It kind of blends.
Who puts their gloss on like that? just along the top line. Okay.
Everything together, and it will get even better like as the day goes on. I really like how these smell, feel, and everything. Okay, my
cost. Oh no, we don't have to worry about that, do we, when we're LisaLisaD1 living in our fucking ivory tower? Hello? Thank you.
SPF on my face, under
the wrong way round so we can't see what it is? Or is that the front of it? Because if it is, it's fucking shit. You can't see what it's called.
Smell, feel, and everything. Okay, my SPF on my, like how these smell.
She pulled a face a second ago.
Together, and it will get even better like as the day goes on. I really like how these smell, feel, and everything. Okay, my SPF on my face, under my makeup, Maybelline 222. I'll put all my makeup down below. I have this a little bit on my chest and my face and the backs of my hands. Now, my hand rejuvenation is going to be next week. I'll do more.
Woo! I can't fucking wait.
Like in depth, what I've done, how I feel. But one of the reasons I don't want to do that today is something I'm going to talk about. Okay, so these are going to be things I wish I knew, or things that I can help you guys with. Okay, number one is the procedure matters less than the operator and the settings. You can have the same machine and you can have different operators do it differently. You can even have, like with my V-beam, the same operator, the same machine, the same practice, but what you tell them and the settings make the biggest difference. That is something I did not really, I guess I would probably say I knew that, but I now know to the nth degree. I had that V-beam the first time, was red, but barely anything.
Am I allowed to laugh? This is the person that I'm supposed to be jealous of and I want to look like, is it? See, what all you lot that come over here battling, fuck knows why, for this raging narcissist, what you're looking at there, smoke and fucking mirrors, 2 ton of makeup, filters and ring lights. That is what she really looks like. Those pictures there. That's the real Lisa. I don't want to fucking look like that, thank you very much, and be terrified to go out of the bedroom and scared to look in a mirror because I like to look pretty in the mornings and I don't want to look bad. Really? I don't blow my own trumpet often, but I think I've got a much nicer face than that fucking picture.
I had it the second time and wow, I never in a million years would have expected to swell that much. Now, I'm going to have it again. She scheduled me for 4 more weeks, so we'll see how that goes, if she'll maybe use a different setting. So, gosh, is it incredibly important for you to trust who you're going to. And I have made some errors in that because the way I looked at it, if the V-beam didn't work for me, then I would want to go somewhere else to get the V-beam done. Luckily, I didn't. Thank goodness. But that is how my mind works. So that is something I want.
If I go here and I have something done and it doesn't work, I'm going to go somewhere else and have the same thing done and hope that it works. You do realise that is total fucking insanity. If it doesn't work for you, it doesn't fucking work for you. Why would you persist? Because that's narcs all over. I want this done and I want it done now. And so had it and it looked great on her, so I want it. You must be an absolute fucking nightmare to live with. I don't think I could spend 5 minutes in her presence without wanting to do something. It's incredibly important. Yes, if you're totally fucking insecure with yourself and you want to go and get a new you. Luckily, most of us ladies here don't feel like that. so confident. Yep.
To put in your head. If you've had something done, anything, and it didn't work out well for you, don't just go somewhere else just to get a different result. Maybe talk to the person and, see if you can get a different result with them.
Really? You're telling people that, are you? For fuck's sake, Lisa. I can see why your life coaching tanked. Oh, I've been thinking about your question ever since I read it. And you know what I think you should do? Go and get a blowout or a manicure.
Let's see. Don't assume the device doesn't work. Because I have sat here before and said, oh, it's Mickey Mouse. It doesn't work. It was pitiful. And that's not the case. That's not the case. It's so individual about my skin. What was I using on my skin before I did it? What did I communicate to her? What setting did she have it on? How, all the different things. So that is something very, very important to keep in mind. Okay, be very clear on your actual concern. This is a mistake I've made. I don't regret
all the mistakes you made because you're stupid and you don't think about what you're doing before you do it. And now you're telling us how to do it when we've already got a brain and we would do it right the first fucking time. We don't need you telling us how not to fuck it up because we wouldn't fuck it up.
regret anything I've done, like I said, but I would do it differently. What was my first concern? Redness. Well, that was my first concern. That is the reason I got off of the Abaji Nuderm. So I ended up setting out in the world, learning, watching a bunch of skincare videos. And I always think knowledge is power, but I do think when you have a kind of an obsessive personality like mine, and you are just so zoomed in on something, it can get you hyped up and it makes you excited. And I am a bit of a risk taker, and I'm willing to, I hate to say suffer, but I'm willing to take the circumstances. I've always been very good at doing hard things. And so in my life, sometimes I've thought hard things were X, Y, and Z, when sometimes the hard thing is not doing X, Y, and Z. I'm even learning that with Lola versus what I would do with my children. I would think I was doing the hard thing by not putting them through something, not making them go through this experience. And I would just suck it up and do 10 times the work. Whereas now, in hindsight, with a mature mind, I know I should have just...
With a mature mind, at what, 55? I know, Elizabeth, it's 103. Now you've fucking figured that out. Don't you think you should have known that before you had fucking kids?
The hard thing for me would have been watching them not suffer, but watching them struggle a little bit, but knowing I was doing the right thing. And I'm doing that with Lola now, and it's been very, very rewarding. In hindsight...
What are you doing with Lola now, apart from carrying her around and fucking burying her under blankets? And making her shit in the box that she sleeps in?
You know how it is. Just know better, do better. Okay, so be very clear on your actual concern. Redness, capillaries, texture, pigment, lifting. Don't get pulled into solving problems that you weren't originally bothered by. This is very easy because when you sit in front of these experts, or like when I went to get the skin scan machine and all of these things, they are looking at you like you are being just checked out. And in your mind, or in my mind, I already feel a slight bit, I hate to say inferior, but I feel like they're judging me and they're thinking of all these things they need to do for me. And
that is your whole fucking problem, Lisa. You think the whole world is judging you when they're not. But the thing is, you're judging every fucker else. her nails were grown out. Who fucking notices somebody else's toenails? No one. That's who. You're the one looking up and down and checking what handbag they've got and what car they drove in and what they're wearing. Oh, you can clock an Amazon outfit from 10 spaces. And then you sit there in a chair and think, oh, they're checking me out. Yeah, because that's your problem. Yours. As ye sow, so shall she reap.
What they'll do is, and I don't think they mean it on purpose, but what they'll do is suggest something that they have that could help with your skin texture. Like microneedling, yes, that probably helps with helping with collagen. And then you start thinking, oh yeah, they start painting this picture. Before you know it, you're getting things done, and the original reason that
You're the one that's easily sold to, Lisa. Oh, she showed this thing and I just paused the computer and went straight out and bought it. Who's that? Most of us would be, no thank you, I came in to get XYZ and that's all I want, thank you very much.
You started on this journey is still not being addressed, and now you're having to wait for this, and this to be done before you can even address that original concern. And I'll never forget one time I was in Ulta, and it was when I was doing my hair discovery journey, and I ran into a girl that was at a med spa that I used to go to years ago. And I wasn't even going to say anything because I figured she didn't recognize me, but she spoke to me. And she was actually a family physician that decided to go into like skincare, injectables, things like that. And so I, said, hey, whatever. And I was talking to her and she told me she was at a new practice and that I needed to come see her and that she had this awesome machine. And she looked right at me and she said, and it'll deal with all of this. And let me tell you, it wasn't that I have never been concerned about all of this, but when she said that to me, it struck me like a bolt of lightning. And I immediately felt like, oh my God, what's wrong with all of this?
Oh my God, if you say that once more, can you pick something else? If you're not capable of saying God, can you pick another phrase? Because it drives me fucking insane. And now you're going on about all of this here. All of what where? We can't see fuck all with the makeup and the filters and the lights.
Lightning. And I immediately felt like, oh my God, what's wrong with all of this? That was very, in my opinion, that's rude. It might just be so common for her to say. I don't think she did it on purpose, but wow, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And it did make me concerned with all of this. And that will happen. That will happen. So wow, just limit your...
Maybe if you didn't go around in a fucking bubble with people walking on fucking eggshells around you, fighting to say boo, somebody saying something to you wouldn't hit you like a bolt of lightning, and you wouldn't go home and curl up in a fetal position and cry for a month over it. Oh my God, John, she was so mean.
Or exposure, I would say. Stay focused and don't get into solving problems that weren't originally there. Because a big approach now to plastic surgeons, med spas, all the things, is they're looking at your whole face, which is good. And they're thinking, what are little things we can do that will make a big impact on your whole face? And they'll go through all the different things that they could do. It will enamor you and it will make you feel like, oh wow, they know what to do. They know all the things to make me look better. And it takes a lot to slow your roll. Thank goodness I have done that. There are probably a lot of things that I have told you I was going to do that I'm probably not going to do, because this along with the other things I'm going to show you, I kind of learned my lesson. Okay, number 4 is healing takes forever. I really feel like I knew I needed to do a skincare.
Forever. It takes forever, does it? You had fucking lasers. Do you not know what a laser is? Fuck's sake. You wanted your face lasered, everything to be perfect, and you'd be ready to go in 24 hours, didn't you? Fuckwit.
Video for you guys, but I don't know if there's a place on my body that I have had done. I would say the place that I have had done that is probably the most healed is my chest. My arms are still healing from IPL, and then I went straight in, and I'll touch on this more. I went straight in with this strong body skincare, and what I did is that skincare attacked those places that the IPL took off and then made those bounce back just as bad. So I am just like all over, just in the process of healing. My legs are still healing. My arms now, I guess, are still healing, or I don't know, if things will get better. I think they will. My chest is pretty much A-okay. My neck is pretty much A-okay. And my face, I'm probably still healing a little bit from that V-beam I've had done, 2 weeks ago, that you guys saw me swell so much. So results are not immediate. Swelling and healing.
Results are not immediate. Nobody expects immediate results. Only fucking impatient narcissist hillbillies.
Healing can distort your perception of things. Wow, you can feel like, what did I do? I mean, you could even think that some things are going to make you look better. Because, for instance, when you get Sculptra, immediately it might make you think it's better, but it's a bunch of water. It's a bunch of stuff they've diffused it with, and then that goes away, and you're like, okay, wait a minute, what was that? You have to wait at least 3 months to even see if you're...
Whose problem is that? Yours! You're the one that can't wait 5 fucking seconds for anything. All you're doing is telling us the problems you had and how it annoyed you and what you should have done. You're not trying to help us at all. We don't need the help. That's the thing. Mind you, your minions, they do seem a bit dim.
Going to get any results. Many treatments require multiple treatments. This was...
No fucking shit, Sherlock.
This is probably the thing I was most hard-headed on, because I thought that was a gimmick. I thought it was a way to make more money. I felt like it was for people that just loved doing stuff, because I don't like appointments, period. I don't get facials. I don't get massages. I have to make myself go get my toes and nails done. I don't like that. And so I thought, well, they're just doing these things that women love to do, and I'm just not that woman. So I would always get so frustrated when they would tell me I would have to come back. In truth, you have to do that, because even lasers or peels or anything you're going to do, they need to see what that one did, and maybe they'll target what they didn't get. Like right now, you wouldn't believe,
Oh, please stop showing your tits, Lisa. We don't need to see them.
That dot, there's a dot up here. There's a few little freckles right now that I want gone. But I am having to slow my roll and understand that I look so much better than I did. My skin is just feels good. It's just so much happier. I do not regret anything I've done on my chest. And I've had IPL twice. But I've never used strong skincare. That's one thing I did learn, is your chest is just as sensitive, if not more, than your face, especially at our age. Okay.
What is this at our age bollocks? Used to tut when Tammy did that, now you're fucking doing it.
Patience is part of the process, and patience is not my strong point. I was talking to a friend the other day about that, about my patience.
Was it chat? Is that your friend? Is that who you were talking to? Or do you still talk to your imaginary friend from when you were Diddy at home with Mama and Daddy, when you were rubbing his feet?
I want to be patient, but I've never regretted not having the most patience, because I think what has really done me well in life is getting stuff done. I will get something handled. I'm sure there is a perfect balance of that, but getting stuff handled and acting quickly, like opening a laptop and making a video like I did over 17 years ago, that has worked well for me. And so
You're equating sitting at the kitchen table with a laptop talking about makeup, getting stuff done. Are you? She keeps going on about how business-headed she is and this, that and the other, and she's an entrepreneur and she gets things done and blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then she sits there, John, can you open my box? John, can you tie my shoelaces? John, can you wipe my ass? Which is it? And she was sat there a minute ago and it looked like she'd got a big scar up the middle, and I'm trying to figure out what it is now. There. You see down there? I don't know. Can you see my cursor? That there looks like a scar, doesn't it? And I don't want to rewind and see her boobs.
And acting quickly, like opening a laptop and making a video like I did over 17 years ago, that has worked well for me. And so I am not worried about thinking about things for a year or 2 months or whatever. But patience in results and stuff is something I need to work on. Okay, number 5. You often can't use your normal skincare. This is something I really want you to think about, because not only after you get something done can you not use things that like glycolic acid or the things that are smoothing your skin.
For fuck's sake, Lisa, you had laser! Jesus. You had lasers on your face, and then you want to put acid on top of that. Listen to your fucking self. Have you ever had a really, really bad sunburn and then come in and thought, oh, I know, I'll get a fork and scratch my skin, that'll do it really good, and then I might pour some shite on top of it and see what that does? What? Fuck. There's nobody, no one in your family, have they not come up to you and said, you fucking need help? You're insane. Apart from being fucking autistic, OCD and fucking narcissistic, you're absolutely batshit fucking bonkers, Lisa.
And you can't use Retin-A. You can barely use SPF. Some of those will irritate your skin. I've got several good healing things, plus the CeraVe, but it takes a long time for even the things that you can't see, like when you get, like for instance, the Cool Peel, which is a CO2 laser. I looked like I was healed, but the top looks better. There's still stuff going on underneath.
No
and
shit.
So then you run the risk of putting something on it, and then you have worse. You set yourself back a week. No Retin-A. You have to quit your Retin-A before you get things done, because they want your skin to be very, not sensitive, very baseline. So you have to stop using Retin-A, vitamin C, mostly Retin-A, or glycolic. I don't know the whole thing, but I know you have to stop using your Retin-A at least 1 week before you get things done. Then you get the procedure done. Then you have to wait until that heals. So that's no Retin-A, no antioxidants, exfoliants, no vitamin C, sometimes SPF stings, no self-tanner. That is a big one. You wouldn't think it would be. But, I do YouTube, I do fashion videos Well, I would love to like spray a little tanner on my face or put a little tanner on my chest. And I do use temporary things. Matter of fact, a lot of the sunscreens like this one doesn't have as much color. This is just the glow, but the one in Flex has a lot of coverage. But you don't want to have to do that all the time. And a lot of people are they are into their spray tans. They can't imagine going without them. So keep that in mind. Okay, this is a big one, and this is what gave me a little bit of anxiety.
I always knew she was stupid. I just didn't realise how stupid. And I knew she was stupid. This is something you'd expect one of these young fucking Gen Alphas to come out with. Oh, I never knew you couldn't do that. No, because you know fucking nothing. Because you go around with a head full of fucking candy floss and marshmallow. She's fucking a grown woman, like she kept saying in her nose rant. And she knows fuck all. She hasn't got the brain she was born with. It's like, this is the face I imagine she pulled when she was holding John's hand crossing the road in New York. Because they don't have roads like that in Wilmington. Wow.
Anxiety last night. I was getting nervous about even doing this video. Number 6 is oversharing can become emotionally overwhelming. And I realize all of you are not going to be on YouTube telling everybody every single thing you have done, coming on with a swollen face, black spots all over you. That is something I'm willing to do. I want to be generous with my time, my experiences, and
generous. You, generous.
I think you guys know I'm not doing it to ask for permission, and I'm not really doing it to ask for approval. I'm merely sharing with you my true life experiences. And say that you are in a friend group or even in your family, and there are things going on with you that are visible. Your face is swollen, you've got dark spots or whatever, and you share with a group of, say you're out with 2 other couples. What will happen is you'll get a lot of opinions. You'll get a lot of opinions back, even though you didn't ask for their opinion, but it's natural. People want to tell you what they know and their experience and what they think is best. And you can sit in a room with the top 5 dermatologists or the top 5 plastic surgeons or whatever in the world, and they're each going to suggest something different. They're going to have different advice, they're looking through different lenses. They come from a different background. Their idea of what looks good is different. And so you're going to, even from the biggest experts, you would get all these opinions and advice coming to you, and it will mess with your mind because you'll start to think, did I do the wrong thing? Should I not have?
No, you! Because you're not confident in yourself. Because you haven't grown up. Because you've had everybody fucking kissing your ass since you were born. If I went and had a nose job and I came out and someone said, oh, I liked your nose before, I'd have said, oh, well. It's not your nose, is it? Am I going to go home and cry and say, oh, Jed, they were so mean. They said they liked my other nose. Fucking stupid
Done that?
woman.
Should I not do anything? Should I do what they're telling me? Like, even when I mentioned not getting a facelift, you wouldn't believe the people that had had a facelift that contacted me and had wonderful results and made me think, oh my gosh, maybe I do want a facelift. But there are so many different opinions and experiences and everything out there that be careful with oversharing. I have learned that through my YouTube journey, and there are things that are sacred that I don't share. And it's not because I'm ashamed of any one single, I'm not ashamed of anything that I do. But I do know that when you share things and you open up, you are asking for people's opinions. And it comes from a good place, but it can get overwhelming. You can get contradictory advice. It can make you fearful that what you did was wrong. People that don't know me, like they're just stumbling upon me, they don't maybe not know, they might not have been with me and know that I'm pretty, my personality and thing. Like, it's just, they could be projecting things that they feel. Like maybe they're scared to ever get Botox, or maybe they knew someone that had a terrible experience. They're going to be projecting onto you lots of criticism and confusion. And, you know, part of me thinks, gosh, like what would it be like if I didn't overshare or share as much as I do? I just don't think I would be me. I just don't think my channel would be the same. I just don't think I would be as valuable. I want to be that person who helps you.
Valuable? You think you're valuable? Wow. Who have you helped, Lisa? How many people have you helped with your fucking life coaching? How long did you last with Patreon? How many members videos did you make before you got bored?
Especially in this stage of life. And if you're younger, I do have a lot of younger viewers. I want to set a good example for you. I want to show you how good life gets and how every stage is so beautiful. And I want to show you that there are things to do to stay looking your best. But I want to do it in a responsible way while being human and making mistakes and learning as I go. So I'm a Virgo, and Virgos don't like to be yelled at. We do not like to be, if someone yells at me, it could be the last time that they yell at me. I am someone who will go away. And some comments and...
Well, go away then. Because I'm not going to stop shouting at you. Because you need somebody to fucking tell you the truth and wake you up, Lisa. Because the people you've got around you haven't done their job properly. They've done exactly what you did with the kids. Oh, I don't want to make them do anything that they might struggle at or they might not like. You need some home truths.
And DMs can seem like they're yelling at me, and it will freak me out. My parents never yelled at us. We seem like you will go away. And some comments and DMs can seem like they're yelling at me, and it will freak me out.
That's how you interpret them. It's like when you do videos and I got a message and that's you. That is. Imagining that that's how they're talking, and they're not. It's a you problem, not a them problem. Tweet.
Comments and DMs can seem like they're yelling at me, and it will freak me out. My parents never yelled at us. We never got spankings. I never got yelled at. I remember being mortified at children that got beat with the belt. Like, I'm not that person that needs to be yelled at. And so...
Maybe you do need to be yelled at. That's the problem. You were mollycoddled. And now you can't cope in the real world. You think everyone's shouting at you and being mean?
If you're like that, just be careful with what you share and who you share it with. I'll just leave it there. Okay, looking back, you probably didn't look as bad as you thought. This is so true. And when I look back at my body and what I looked like before I lost 30 some pounds, gosh, this month is 6 years ago, before I started carnivore. And, you know, a lot of people will say, oh my God, I looked back at pictures and I can't.
Oh my God. Really?
Believe I let myself get that big, or I can't believe I let myself go. When I look back at the pictures, yeah, I was a little thick, but I still looked good. I wasn't as big as I felt in the moment. I loved my face back then. Oh my God, if you guys will go back and look at my face, it's so full and bouncy and youthful. I mean, I don't...
Because you were fucking younger. bouncy and fucking youthful 20 years ago, isn't it? Lord above. What's that saying, Lisa? Be careful of what you wish for.
Don't have that feeling when I look back. And if it were just the weight, I might go right back to eating like I did, but it wasn't. It was chronic IBS. And then when I got on carnivore and I cut out sugar and everything else, then my joint pain went away. Everything got better. And I just know this is such a beautiful way of life for me. I would not go back for anything. I love it. So, but now, even when I look back at my videos, at my chest or my arms or anything, or even the redness from...
You can't look back at your videos and get a true picture of what they look like because there's fucking lights and filters. Of course they look better. Oh, fuck's sake. This woman's insane. Oh, my arms didn't look that bad. Turn the filters off and the lights. And go and stand outside in the daylight and take a picture. Then you'll get the true fucking meaning of what they looked like before and now.
Obagi. Yes, it was red. Yes, I had some sun damage. I grew up at the beach. When I look at people here in this town, they look like me because it's just where we live. But I would let voices and comments and things get in my head, and I would look at every other woman's chest and think it looked so much better. And now I can go back and look at the same person's video and think it doesn't look as good as I thought it did. Your perception just changes so much according to your emotions and your nervous system. Is it dysregulated? Did someone hurt your feelings? Is it clouding your lens, your view? Is it making you, there's so much to think about. So it's easy to look back. So a lot of times when you look back, it wasn't as bad as you thought. And I would say, make sure, if someone hurt your feelings, people...
Will you stop saying hurt your feelings like you're in fucking playground in primary school? And what could anybody say to me that would hurt my feelings? Something against my children or my husband. You could say whatever the fuck you like to me and it doesn't bother me. It's like water off a duck's back. Because I'm confident in who I am and I don't give a flying fuck what you think. If you're going to spend all your life trying to please somebody else or trying to look like somebody else, then that's your problem if somebody says something and it hurts your feelings. Grow the fuck up and get a backbone, Lisa.
And I would say, make sure, if someone hurt your feelings, people are always just... I've just gotten a lot of negative comments that I try so hard not to let them in my brain, but they do. And I'm so thankful you don't have to do that. And it's been worth it. And I wouldn't, if I didn't know the bad ones, I wouldn't know the good ones. And it's a very, very few people. But you guys know, you read my comments. And it's not just me. It's everyone here.
Oh, see, now you're turning into fucking lardy. They're not bad comments. If somebody has an opinion on something and you don't agree with it, it's still just a fucking comment. They're not coming up to you with a hammer banging you over the head saying, I think you're ugly, I think you're fat, I think you should go away and dig a big hole. Are they? No. Maybe don't wear the winged eyeliner. So who cares if they don't like your winged eyeliner? You do. I think you'd look better with. Who cares if you're happy with what you look like? It's a you problem, not a them problem, Lisa.
I read it and they get the same comments I do. Okay, because when you hyperfocus, it changes your perception. You can become obsessive. So look back and think, wow, I've come a long way. Yes, I've got a few little spots here, but wow, I've come a long way. Like, don't chase that perfection. I am about at the end of my big time little session here. And I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself, my skin, my goals, my what doctors to go to, who to listen to, how I speak. Because a lot of times I can come off as very confident and knowing probably more than I do when I go to a doctor. And they're probably thinking, this girl can handle it. And I can handle a lot, but I don't want to put off the wrong vibe. You know what I mean? There's so much to it. Like with everything else, things are like really deep with me. Okay. Weirdly, you become comfortable without makeup. Number 8. I thought about
Weirdly, you become comfortable without makeup. Weirdly. Why is it weird, Lisa, to be comfortable in your own skin? Having to put makeup on before anybody sees you, that's weird. That's a problem.
this yesterday. I kind of took a day off of filming. I had filmed 2 days prior, and I knew I wanted to do this video, but I got up and I was there with that little puppy, and I thought, you know, today we're going to go do some things. I'm trying to give her all these new experiences.
She loves John, doesn't she? See the difference, people? Animals know. Wagging her tail, loving the attention. And what was she doing with Lisa? Shivering with fear. You just need to look at the dog.
I wanted to do this video, but I got up and I was there with that little puppy, and I thought, you know, today we're going to go do some things. I'm trying to give her all these new experiences, and I'm just going to put on sunscreen. And it hit me. It's like I've become so much more comfortable. This is a good thing. I've become so much more comfortable with no makeup on. Now, is it because my skin looks better? Probably. Is it because I'm seeing my skin without makeup on it so much more because I'm having to not wear makeup to let my skin heal? Probably. It's all those things, but I like it. I've also discovered so many. I'll list all my favorite like tinted sunscreens that I like so much. I just, like right now, okay, I just changed my hair color a little bit. I went the other day and we did just a root because I didn't want to get too blonde and too one color. So I told her, I said, let's don't even do highlights today. Let's just do a root. So that's what we did. And we're going to start doing.
Fucking hell. She has to take the credit for everything.
Doing just roots every other time. So hair color has to do with that. Everything. Like when I had my brows dyed and they were real dark, I didn't like the way it looked without makeup. So a lot of times you have to pick. Would you rather look better with makeup or would you rather look better without? And I'm trying to kind of dance on that line and have both. And my last thing I wrote is less shock seeing yourself with nothing on. Like throughout.
Shock. Doesn't that just sum her up? When she sees her face with no makeup on, she's shocked.
The day. Of course, I was used to seeing myself without makeup in the morning or before I put makeup on here around the house, but even out and about, how people react to me. Do I feel just as confident? I've never really cared that much if someone saw me without makeup, but I always knew I looked so much better, but it has given me a sense of freedom. And I feel like it helps you mentally too, like just emotionally to know you'll be okay. You'll be okay if you go out without any makeup on. It doesn't matter. You can look terrible. I love the way like Bethany Frankel will say, I can look tragic one day and hot the next. I think it's a very good example. Okay, number 9, every area of your skin reacts differently. Okay, not only person to person, but your chest is ultra sensitive. Chest, neck, face, things like the cool peel when I have it on my face, the skin and the yucky skin that flakes off, comes off like in 3 days.
The yucky skin. How old are you?
The skin and the yucky skin that flakes off comes off like in 3 days. I mean, I still have it on my legs. I had cool peel on my legs and it's still just like sandpaper because you don't get the blood flow. Same thing with my hands. Took forever for that stuff to come off my hands. So every, part of your body reacts different, and it reacts different person to person. One person's miracle thing that they did can be tragic on another person. Something I just thought of too is I'll go to one person and they'll talk about how fair I am. Well, you're so fair. You're so fair. That's what it is. But then I'll go to another person and they'll say, oh, you've got so much color in your skin. We can't do that. Is that your natural skin? You've got a lot of color in your skin. So that has kind of played with my head a little bit too. It's like, what is it? Am I so fair? Or do I have too much color where you can't, there's just so much to it. And that's why I'm slowing down, because I would leave one place thinking this and then going down that direction. And then I would go to another place and then they would say this and I would go down another direction. Okay, one thing, we're going to talk about the estriol cream. I bought 2 of the different estrogen creams that are for your face. I bought one from Alloy and I bought one from Muesli. And they're different concoctions.
Muesli, that's a breakfast. Key ingredients include estriol 0.3%, hyaluronic acid 0.5%, and aloe 1%. What's estriol? Never heard of that one. One of the 3 primary estrogens naturally produced in the human body. While it's the weakest of the estrogens, it plays a vital role during pregnancy and is widely used as a localized hormone treatment to manage menopausal symptoms. Wrong button. Hang on. Where are we? There.
And I've had different results. So we're going to talk about that next week.
Oh,
I don't want to get into that
yay.
right now. Okay, number 10, improvement should make your life better, not consume your life. And I want to say that's, I think, one beautiful thing that children do for you, that even my little Lola, my puppy, does for you. It gets your mind off yourself. And in this business where
Woo! Congratulations, Lola. You're the first animal to ever make her think about somebody other than her. Because your children didn't make you do that, did they? Don't talk bollocks, Lisa. We've seen you with your children.
I am constantly receiving not only criticism, but encouragement. I'm not just saying it's bad things, it's all good things too. I'm having to see myself more than the average person should see themselves. And it's part of my identity, all of these things. It can just really kind of get in your head. And if you're at like our age and your children are grown, of course, there are many things that they do that I am concerned with and have to take care of, believe me. But it's not like having small children or having, like, a lot of you have a job that you go to. I'm at home. I mean, this is my job. So it's easy to like go all in. And even having that little puppy has been so good for me to have other things to worry about and other things to do. So beware of that. I'm lucky that I have good resources. I have downtime. I'm lucky that I don't mind doing even a sponsored video with a swollen face, because I am very real and I am very generous with my experiences. But
there's that generous again. Oh, she really thinks she's doing the world a favour, doesn't she? Just by being there. Wow.
But I don't think everybody can handle that. And then another thing I want to say, I didn't have it written down here, is all of these things that you have done, like say you just got your hands, you guys saw my hands when I had the cool peel done. They hurt. They hurt. They were burning that night, burning. So what thoughts to go through your head? Did I do the wrong thing? Is this going to be worth the money? All of this stuff is very expensive. How is this going to...
Very expensive. Very expensive. Who does that remind you of? The two snotty bitches in Pretty Woman. Showing your true colours there, Lisa. You want to watch what you're doing because you're letting the real Lisa out. Oh, so expensive. But I can afford it. Well, fucking bully for you. But thankfully, Lisa, I'm not sat here at home crying thinking I want to strip my face, my hands and my legs off. And my chest. So it doesn't matter whether I could afford it or not. I don't fucking need it.
Heal, you lose sleep, you wake up, they're worse than they were the day before. Like my V-beam got worse a couple of days. I didn't know my eyes were going to swell. That takes a toll on your nervous system. And
here we
it
go.
kind of irregulates your nervous system because you have in your head something's wrong. Your body knows something's wrong. That's the whole thing. It's sending all this stuff to help you heal. And it puts you off kilter a little bit. It makes you more emotional. You could make not the greatest decisions. You could snap at people you love. You could take advice you shouldn't. You could take criticism the wrong way. All those things. So I hope that these tips, I hope that you'll really think about them. And as I go on with this journey and I show you things and you see something that I do that you think, oh, that looks, I need to do that. Don't let me ever, I don't like convincing energy. I don't like convincing energy, and I don't like permission energy. I'm not asking for permission, and I'm not trying to convince you anything. I am merely sharing my experience, just like with the carnivore diet, because I think there's a lot of value in that. If I would never in a million years want you to put one penny, one dime on a credit card. I would never want you to sneak something behind your husband's back and spend money that he doesn't know about. There are so many facets to this that I do not want to be that one that pushes you into a direction that you should not go in. So from everything that I've said and from here on out, if I tell you, oh my gosh, I just got this and it's the best thing ever, it might not work for you. It might burn you. It might, really just take it in and then research.
Oh, fucking Alice, you've been watching Michaela Noguera. Take it in. Take a minute. Yes, I'm getting a divorce. I was just pausing it to say, with all that's going on and all the shit, I don't know how much of this is filters and lights, but I do think her chest looks amazing. I don't remember it looking bad before, but looking at it there, it looks really young and tight and like normal skin. So was it covered in dots before? I don't remember. But she's hyper focusing on these tiny weeny little brown spots, and it's like, why are you bothered about them? Was it the only tiny thing she was bothered about before? I haven't got the energy or the will to go back and look at her chest in different videos to see what it was like before. But I do think it looks better there. Right, continue ranting, Lisa.
Search it, think about it. Even skincare. I cannot wait to get back on some good skincare, you guys. I'm using CeraVe or a few other little things that are kind of like the post-treatment stuff. A little bit of the triple lipid, but I'm ready to see what all this stuff can do. And so I'm ready to kind of go through this, get it done, and then we'll start back on some good skincare, because for a lot of you, that may be all you need. You know what I mean? So, okay, I hope this wasn't too meandering, and a lot of you have asked about the kitties with the puppy. Chanel, with her sweetest self. She is the sweetest cat on the planet. She is laying here right beside me. I'll put a picture at the end of the video. She has been so sweet. She loved Bridget. When Bridget and Chanel were in the kitchen at our old house, Bridget would kiss her, lick her ears, everything, and Chanel loved it and would rub on her. So she is being just as sweet. They haven't gone that far, but Lola is not afraid of the cats at all. Bubba has been very curious, but has never I think she sniffed his tail last night. And so we're introducing them, you know, we're being careful, very careful. But Chanel has been just her typical angel self, and they look so pretty together. My outfit of the day is, this is...
Really, Lisa, put your fucking tits away, love. Fucking tit overload today. I can't be doing with it.
The Skims little top, so it dips down a little bit more, and it does have a shelf bra, so you don't have to wear anything under it, which is a plus. I've got on the watch that my parents gave me, which is a Seiko Presage. I've shown you guys. Let's see, my tiger ring, golden hour tiger ring that I just relaunched. And okay, the Zippy is from Aritzia. I love it.
Zippy. The Zippy is from Aritzia. Fuck's sake. I believe I can fly. Sorry. For anyone new, there's a permanent jukebox in my head, and it just takes a look, a word or something to trigger a song. And if you look at me and you think she's not paying the least bit of attention, I'm probably singing something in my head.
I'll link the exact one below because they have several. And then these pants from Aritzia. Still the one. Still the one. Still my favorite.
Chanel.
And, hey baby. See, like right now, she's got to come to me. I know. But Chanel really
Put her on a fucking diet, Lisa.
doesn't love to cuddle. And you can't pick her up. If you pick her up, she gets a little freaked out. Yeah. So, okay. And, oh, I've got on my Amazon hits. I
can see the imprint of your toes in them.
I wanted to order black, but I had already gotten those Soleil Sun and worn them. So I got, oh, what color did I get? Maybe the nude color ones, but just love them. And I feel like there's something else. You know what? I didn't even put earrings in. I forgot. I've still got my ID.
You've got earrings in. What are they fucking dangling in your ear holes? Earrings, fuckwit.
Your best ideal little, I'll put that video in here. Best little set of earrings ever from Ideal. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you for watching and listening to my
Rambling.
thoughts. I feel good about everything I told you. I feel good about everything I've done. It's just, I know for me, there's several, I'm going to do a video on this soon. Women that I feel like are a very good example, and I love watching, and they're around our age. And I get a lot of good inspiration from them. You know, a lot of times people say, like if I mention the Napoli sisters or something, they'll get mad at me and say, why am I watching younger people and getting inspired by younger people? I think inspiration is ageless. I get inspired by flowers. I get inspired by a city. I get inspired by many things. I get inspired by Bridget Bardot, who's no longer with us. I don't think...
Finally, she's admitting that the lady passed and still doesn't say anything about rest in peace, Bridget. No, she's no longer with us.
That's really the thing. But I do think that when you see a woman our age thriving like I feel, I wish that I could freeze this time in my life. I do. It has been so good. I have such a beautiful life. I don't want every hour, every day is so precious to me. And I think watching other women that feel that same way is super, super inspiring. So I'm going to do that video.
How many times have we heard, I've got such a happy life? I wasn't happy then. I was running away from my problems. I was going to New York because I was unfulfilled. But I'm so happy. I'm such a lucky girl.
Video soon too. Okay, guys. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Fuck off. Does that cat need a diet, or does that cat need a diet? Chanel, please stop eating. You're going to go pop. I didn't think I was going to get through that, but I did. And if you got through it with me, congratulations, and I will see you in the next one.